A palace for a living legend. The day one man preserved history in Nnewi. They say Africa does not preserve history. They say our leaders are only remembered after deaths. But in Nnewi, something happened that challenges that belief. A king turned 100 years old. A throne marked 62 unbroken years. And instead of silence, a palace rose. Not by government, not by institutions, but by one man. Nigeria is a country that celebrates power, but often forgets service. We honor noise, but neglect endurance. When Igwe Kenneth Orizu III of Nnewi, Nigeria's oldest reigning monarch, reached 100 years of life and 62 years on the throne, the nation barely paused. No national holidays, no grand state projects, no official monument, but someone noticed. Chief Cletus Ibeto, Omeka Nayawan of Nnewi, Omeka Dad. Who is this king? Igwe Kenneth Orizu III is not just a king. He is history still breathing. Crowned over 6 decades ago, he ruled through colonial transitions, military governments, and modern democracy, without bloodshed, exile, or disgrace. And there is something else that makes him unique. He is the only Igwe widely known for openly worshiping in church, providing that tradition and faith do not have to fight each other. For 62 years, he led with calm authority. For 100 years, he lived with quiet dignity. Yet, history almost passed him by. Chief Cletus Ibeto, Omeka Nayawan of Nnewi, did not ask for attention. He did not wait for applause. He did not outsource respect. Instead, he built something bold, an ultra-modern, multi-million naira palace, a structure so refined, so intentional. Many say it is rarely seen in this part of the world. This was not renovation. This was preservation. This palace is not about luxury. It is about longevity. Every wall speaks of permanence. Every design choice says one thing: this king mattered. While others built monuments to ego, Ibeto built a monument to memory. A palace not for trending, but for telling future generations that Nnewi honored its own. And here is where Nigeria must pause. Why did it take a private citizen to do this? Why was the government absent? Why do our institutions wait until death before recognition? Across Nigeria, traditional rulers fade quietly, not because they lack relevance, but because the nation lacks gratitude. So we must ask, has cultural preservation become a personal responsibility? Is honor now optional? We celebrate giveaways, we count donations, we cry for short-term generosity, but legacy is slower. Legacy is quieter. Legacy builds what cannot trend. Chief Cletus Ibeto did not give a check. He gave continuity. He reminded us that true wealth is what survives you. A king at 100 years, a throne at 62 years, a palace that will outlive us all. History will not ask who was loud. It will ask who remembered. So we ask you, should government do more to honor living legends? Should culture depend on private individuals? Who is really preserving Nigeria's history? This is not just a story, it is a question.